Thank you and welcome to the Power 3 podcast. This is your host, Sean Bishop, and here we are for Thursday night NFL football. With that being said, again, thank you for all those that are tuning in to my podcast. I appreciate y'all. And we have tonight Thursday night football with the New England Patriots versus the Houston Texans. Now, with that being said, y'all know the past 2 weeks, I give my predictions on the games and whatnot. And right now, going into week 3, I'm right now 21-11 with my predictions on wins. Not necessarily the score, but the wins. So 21-11. So with that being said, again, thank each and every one of y'all for joining this podcast. I really, really appreciate it. It's the Power 3 podcast. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button over there real quick, letting me know that you want to be a part of this team and that you're watching our show and you enjoy what we're giving you as far as content is concerned. And I thank you. Again, it's just me. My other two co-hosts aren't quite on board yet. Still trying to get a few things, knock out some kinks here and there. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it going by myself until they get on board. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this game. So the Patriots with, of course, big Gronkowski as the tight end for the New England Patriots play against the Texans. This should be a decent game. It should be a fair game. It should be a great deal even game. The reason I say that is because, of course, the New England Patriots don't have Tom Brady, as well as they don't have Garoppolo as well. Everybody know Tom Brady's serving his suspension from the Deflategate incident and stuff like that. So everybody know he's serving a suspension. And as far as Garoppolo, he went down last week against the Dolphins. I believe he went down last week against the Dolphins with the AC joint injury last week, so he's out of the picture for tonight's game. So, well, I say that he's out, but you know Bill Belichick, he may have a few cards up his sleeve. There's really no telling when it comes to Bill Belichick. But everybody's expecting Brissett to be the starting quarterback, who was the former Florida and North Carolina State quarterback, and he was the number 3 quarterback behind Garoppolo. But then when Tom Brady was suspended for the few games he suspended for, he was then the number 2 because Garoppolo moved to the number 1. So with that being said, everybody's expecting Brissett to start tonight. The question is that what Bill Belichick is actually going to let happen? We have no idea. Again, this should be a great game. I feel like it should, like I say, I feel like it should be a good game. I just don't know, who's going to come out on top. But I'm still going to make my predictions as I normally do. So with that being said, yes, I am wearing a New England Patriots jersey. But hold on, before I make this prediction. Like I said, it's Rob Gronkowski. He's the key player when he's one of the key players for the New England Patriots outside of Brady. But of course, Brady's not playing, but Gronk is. And then you have, of course, on the Houston Texans, you have the defensive end of all defensive ends in the league right now, big Jason Watt. And then, of course, you had Jadeveon Clowney on the other end as the other defensive end. So the defense is going to be, the Houston Texans defense is decent. Both teams come into this game 2-0, so we look for both teams to put up good defensive games tonight. I expect that. The game will be at 8:25 Eastern Time, 7:25 Central Time. So be sure to check it on CBS, as you see on the NFL Network. So be sure to check that. If you plan on watching the NFL Thursday night game. With that being said, let me go ahead and go with who I feel will win this game tonight. By matchup stats, we're looking at the Texans averaging 21 points a game. The Patriots are averaging 27. Opponents are averaging 13 points against the Texans, where the Patriots, they're letting the opponents average 22 points. So passing yards is 234 yards against the Texans, 279 yards versus the Patriots, and 113 yards, just over 100 yards rushing on the Texans, and 135 yards rushing on the Patriots. So it's pretty even for the most part, except for that almost 12-point difference, 11-point difference in the 9-point difference in the in regards to points per game for the opponent. So with that being said, this is a hard one to pick because Garoppolo was out and he's been playing pretty well out, up until his injury last week against the Dolphins, and the Texans have been playing well because they got a premier receiver over there, not Johnson no more. Oh, what is my man's name? I can't even think of his name right now. It's not Johnson. It's I'm really trying to think of his name. I'm really trying to think of his name. But it'll come to me here in a minute. Just so you know, they was even talking about Julian Edelman playing QB. Because Julian Edelman, he's the slot receiver for the New England Patriots. Julian Edelman played QB in college. So that was even something in which they spoke about prior to this game. Whether or not he plays any quarterback, I doubt it. I mean, why would you let him play quarterback when he's actually the slot receiver in which you really go to a lot for? So I don't know. This game is really going to be hard for me to choose who wins this game. It's really going to be a difficult pick for me. A part of me wants to go with the Patriots, but a part of me really wants to go with the Houston Texans as well. I really do. And especially being the fact that I'm out here in Texas. I'm not in Houston, Texas. I'm in San Antonio. But just the fact of the matter that I'm out here in Houston. I'm out here in Texas. And I just don't know about this Brissett. I don't know if Brissett has what it takes to get the win. And then Houston has DeAndre Hopkins. That's his name. DeAndre Hopkins, the wide receiver. They have DeAndre Hopkins, who's a beast at the wide out position. And with the Patriots allowing 22 points, 22.5 points per game, I don't know if they have anything to stop DeAndre Hopkins. Please feel free at any time to chime in and give me some input. If you would like to, give your predictions and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to give your predictions or tell me how you feel about my predictions. Do know that I'm giving my predictions for the rest of the NFL games, for the rest of for Sunday and all the Sunday games, and of course the Monday game later on this week. I'm really just sitting here trying to think, really trying to figure out what team I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with my hunch where I felt I was gonna go with in the first place. I'm gonna take the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans gonna defeat the New England Patriots 24-21. 24-21, the Houston Texans. So with that being said, that's my prediction. So thank everybody for watching, tuning into my podcast. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Enjoy Thursday Night Football. This is your boy Bishop from the Power 3 Podcast. Have a great evening. I will do the recap show right after the game. Enjoy, y'all. Appreciate you. I'm out.